the most wonderful time of the year. It is a magical, wonderful time of the year, and I have some mental magic along with some two-finger magic that's going to help us get through these jazzy seventh chords that we use in this song, as well as this odd little duck here. The only two chords that don't fit into that two-finger pattern is a C minor 7, and even though it is a two-finger chord, the G minor 7 doesn't neatly fit into that pattern, but I'll talk about them. Grab your instrument, let's dive in together. This chord progression gets us through a good portion of the song. We play this 13 times, and that's where the two-finger magic comes in. Our two-finger magic, starting with the three-finger chord, the G, but you're going to focus on these two fingers because the E minor 7, you're going to pick this up and leaving those two fingers in place. Then you're going to pick those two fingers up, and you have your A minor 7, and then you're going to shift them to the G and the E string on the second fret. And I have a low G instrument just in case you're going like, my instrument doesn't sound like that. Let's do this chord progression several times, just one down strum on each one. We're in 3/4 times, so it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Here we go, and a G, E minor 7, A minor 7, D7, A, G. Pick up the finger, pick up both fingers, move them over for D7, G. Pick it up of E minor 7, all fingers open, and D7. And yeah, that easy D7 or Hawaiian D7 works just great. A few more times. Ready? Begin. It's G, E minor 7, A minor 7, and D7, G, and E minor 7, A minor 7, and D7. The next phrase in the verse is just kind of a variation on what we did. It starts with the A minor 7, goes to the D7, then it goes to the G, and then you have to go to a G7. G to G7 is a little tricky because the way I finger my G, I have to trade what fingers are doing that C and A string on the second fret. So I've got G, then I move this up here and plop these down to replace where my fingers were. So again, it's a little bit more challenging, but two fingers focusing on the second fret. Let's just practice that phrase. 1, 2, 3, ready, begin. A minor 7, D7, G and G7. Let's talk about that next line. C sharp diminished 7, that's a mouthful, but it's really an easy chord. It is like the E minor 7, but you move everything up to the first fret. So again, two fingers, two strings. Keeping our theme here. So we have to get to it from a C, so you're going to have to practice going C twice, and these are ready to move over. So when you're playing that C, be thinking, hovering with those two fingers, ready on those two strings. Let's do it together. Ready? Begin. And C, C, and C sharp diminished. Do it again. C, C, C sharp diminished. And then we go back to our regular phrase. Let's play the first verse together, just the chords, no pesky lyrics. 1, 2, 3, ready. It's a G, E minor 7, A minor 7, D7, G, E minor 7, A minor 7, D7, A minor 7, D7, G and G7, and C and a C, C sharp diminished 7, and a G, E minor 7, A minor 7, D7, G, G, got a different ending the second time we do the verse. So you're coming from a D7 and we go to a G7. So these two fingers, you need to readjust them, and these two fingers have to take up the second fret on the C and the A string. So you got two G7s. Keep your index finger right there on the E string, first fret, and then you move it to the second fret on the G and C string. So again, two fingers moving from here to here. So playing, coming from the D7, let's just practice that. Ready, begin, and it's D7, G7, G7, D minor, G7. If you got that feeling good and comfortable, let's do the second verse. 1, 2, 3, ready. And a G, E minor 7, A minor 7, D7, G, E minor 7, A minor 7, D7, A minor 7, D7, G and G7, and C and a C, C sharp diminished 7 again, and G, E minor 7, A minor 7, D7, G7, G7, D minor, G7. Well, now we have to tackle the bridge. Let's talk about the hard stuff in the bridge. C minor to G minor 7. Swallow the frog and do it. It means take the hard stuff first. C minor, I play it as a barred chord, all three strings, one finger, like that with my ring finger. You have other options though. You could do it with your index finger. That would work fine, and if you're like me, your index finger is stronger, so you might get a better sound. You could also use three fingers and finger it kind of like a D chord, except for placed differently. A three-finger D chord. All three work. I like to use my ring finger because the next thing coming up is a G minor 7, and it is a two-finger chord, and we need those two fingers ready. G minor 7, index finger takes control of both the E and the A string, and then you reach across with your middle finger to the C string, second fret, to get a G minor 7. So I would recommend finding the C minor that works for you and just going back and forth. C, G minor 7, C minor, and G minor 7. Just get your favorite beverage and go back and forth with that. Ooh. Is it hot cocoa or mulled spice wine? Well, let me know in the comments. Maybe it's just a good stiff cup of coffee or tea. That would be my preference. So that's what I would do just to get that mental to hand pathway going. Then we need to put it in with the chords for the bridge. We come from that C minor from a G, so your G, and that's another reason for using this finger because it's already there on the third fret. So you might practice going G, C minor, G minor 7. Well, think of that chord. Talk about the hand to mouth, or no, brain to mouth connection. If you're ready, let's do all the chords from the bridge in order. Same, just down strum for each one. 1, 2, 3, ready, begin. C, C and a G, G and an A minor 7, D7, G, here it comes, and C minor, C minor, G minor 7, G minor 7, C minor, C minor, A minor 7, D7, A minor 7, D7, and then go back into a verse. If you would like to do something a little bit more elaborate than just single down strums, we have some choices. You could do a strumming pattern like this. G, I don't really like that. I don't. I would like it to be a little bit more delicate. So I would suggest that you do a strum with some finger picking. And so I do a down strum, A, E, E. So it would sound like this with the chords from the verse. Be really challenging to sing with. I think that, a down strum sounds perfectly acceptable, and you might want to consider in the intro doing something more elaborate like that and then going into down strums. Keep it simple. Do we have a shirt that says a season of simplicity? Probably not. This is such a great time of gratitude, and I'm so grateful to all my patrons, and I'm so grateful to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing that. It costs you nothing. And YouTube loves to see interaction with videos. So if you get a chance, could you give this video a like? And you can leave me a comment too. I respond to all my comments, so I'd love to hear how you're doing on your ukulele journey. Tell me, did this make sense for you using your brain and two-finger ideas to master these jazzy chords? I'd love to know. Well, we've got a play along coming up next. Let's do it. Our starting vocal pitch is a B. It's second fret of your A string, but we sing it an octave lower. 1, 2, ready, begin. It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the happiest season of all, with those holiday greetings and gay happy meetings where friends come to call. It's the happiest season of all. There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, and caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories, tales of the glories of Christmases long, long ago. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are near. It's the most wonderful time, yes, the most wonderful time, oh, the most wonderful time of the year. How'd you do? Please let me know in the comments down below. I want to thank all my patrons. This just simply would not be possible without your important financial support and also your encouragement. Consider joining me on Patreon because, it may be free on YouTube, but free isn't free to me. So please consider joining a very small amount per month. And I've got a whole Christmas playlist here. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh, I'm doing a baritone tutorial for this as well. There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, and caroling out in the snow. There'll be scary ghost stories, tales of the glories of Christmas.